have a concern?
I do, certainly. My concern isn't with their protesters and their right to protest. My concern's with CN bringing this train into our community on Monday, parking it here and leaving it idling ever since. The tracks were shut down last Thursday. I don't know why this train is sitting here. I can't get any answers from CN. My community can't get any answers from CN. The question becomes, environmentally, is this in any way responsible? Are we breaching any regulations? And what's on that train? Why is it sitting here? Can we move the engine? Maybe, could we park the load, leave it here, and move the engine into a train station? I think we deserve some answers, and I just wish someone had let us know.
You're not the only one. Since you've come up with this and posted it on Facebook, a number of people have shared your concerns. If you can talk a little bit.
Certainly, I'm getting, obviously my neighbors are reaching out to me in this community. It's a large residential community. And I mean, there are people much closer even to this engine than I am. So I can only imagine what they're going through. And absolutely, we just want some answers. How long is it expected to be here, and what are we going to do about it?
One of the things you were talking about is, tell me who you tried to get a hold of, and has anything happened?
Yeah, I've spoken with the town of Cobourg. They got back to me very quickly to let me know that CN had advised them there was nothing they could do, period, end of story. I did reach out to my member of Provincial Parliament's office. I haven't heard back from them yet. And my federal member of Parliament's office has gotten back to me to let me know they intend to come out here, check it out, see what's going on, and reach out to CN for some answers. Hope we hear back.
Like you say, it's nothing against the protest.
No.
And obviously the trains have to stop somewhere, but is it the engines that are there?
It's the engine. Why is that engine running? I assume, from what I understand, it's because the engine will freeze if it's shut off. So I'd just like to see the engine moved somewhere out of a residential community. I can't help but wonder, for instance, farther west on the line, back west of Port Hope, why the train couldn't, for instance, wait in an area like that.
Last question too. One of the things you are concerned about, I take it, irregardless of the engine, what's it carrying?
Well, you can't help but wonder, why is this train here poised at the border of this, if you will, and sitting idling and waiting? What's on that train? It's a valid question.
Last question. You raised a great point when I spoke to you yesterday. The protest started, I believe, last Thursday or Friday, and they brought this Monday. Reiterate that. And
yeah, the train arrived Monday, late around supper time. I watched a shift change occur. I mean, I'm not understanding why the train came Monday, knowing full well there was absolutely no hope of that train making it down the line.
Tell me about one thing you do, and again, this is to be fair, but your argument isn't with really anybody other than CN, and even that's not an argument, it's questions. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. But tell me your views on the protest.
Well, I support the protesters and their rights, and furthermore, I'm left wondering why wasn't the pipeline moved the 150 feet that the community was willing to allow? I really don't understand it. And in light of what we're all dealing with and the support that they do have across this country, I think we need to ask that question.
Right beside the tracks, can you tell me, how is this with you?
Well, I've been listening to the locomotive now since 3 o'clock in the morning 2 days ago. So I'm having trouble sleeping.
Is it frustrating that it's in a residential area, and can you tell me a little bit about why?
No, it's just frustrating that nothing's being done about it.
What do you think should be done?
Clear the tracks. Get rid of the people that are blocking the tracks. Do we have the rule of law or not?
Do you think they should have parked it here?
I can't answer that question. Presumably they have no other choice. And I presume there's nothing on there that, can be damaged by sitting nowhere for a couple of days, because it's been, I think it's going on 3 days now. I mean, they look like industrial goods, so I suppose no harm's coming to them, but we've got two engines here that are just running 24 hours a day.